Get your mind on straight. That's what this video is all about in a series of 7 of the Revolution on New Year's Resolution. Hi, Christine Harrington here, your personal YouTube sales coach, and welcome back to video number 1 in the 7 series. Now, in case you haven't seen the first welcome video, you can watch it here. But for those of you that's already seen it, you'll remember we did an exercise where we narrowed your goals down to just 2. So you should have your 2 goals in front of you that caused you the highest emotional response. Now, why is that so important? Simply put, you will not work towards something that you don't have a strong emotional response to, a strong why on you should accomplish the goal, and a strong belief that you can do it. And all 3 of these factors are created in the mind. In order for goal achievement to be possible, you must get your mind pointed in the right direction. Now, here's the reality check. As I said, getting your head on straight is the most important step in a goal achievement. There are 5 keys for unlocking your mind for ultimate results. Key number 1 is your emotional state. When you think about creating a New Year's resolution, what comes to mind? Charlie Brown or Eeyore? Does goal setting feel like a thorn in your side? Pause this video and get a piece of paper and pencil. I want you to jot down a few of your feelings that come up when thinking about goal setting. Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel stressed? Do you feel helpless? Get real clear on the emotions that setting goals stirs up for you. The second key is focus. What are you focusing on? Do you see opportunities or do you see obstacles? Here's an example, and for any of you that's taken driver's ed, you know this example. So imagine you're driving down a road in your car and you hit a patch of ice. You start spinning out of control, and up ahead as you're spinning, you see a tree. And you keep telling yourself you don't want to hit the tree, but all you're focused on, your eyes, is seeing the tree. Well, you know how the story goes. When you're driving and you're spinning out of control, whatever your eyes move to is where you will steer the car to. And if it's to that tree, you're gonna go right into that tree. It's the same thing here. Whatever you focus on is what you're likely to get, whether it's positive or negative. So look at your 2 goals and focus on just those 2 goals. Put blinders on. The third key is meaning. What holds you back is the meanings you put on people, places, things, events, and goals. So what meaning are you placing on your 2 goals? If your goal is weight loss, is the meaning you place on it impossible because you've never been able to achieve that goal yet? If it's starting a new business, is the meaning you've assigned to it as overwhelming because you don't know where to start? Pause this video and write down all the meanings that you associate with your 2 goals. Okay, you should now have a list of meanings that you've assigned to your 2 goals. Now look at that list. What positive meanings can you assign to those 2 goals instead? Look for the positive. The 4th key is relationships. Now again, look back at your 2 goals and what relationships are connected to these goals. Who are you connected to? Remember, love is the strongest force. So if you need to strengthen your relationships, make note of that. When you have a strained personal life, it will have a negative effect on goal achievement. So if you have some relationship repairs and strengthening you need to do, Make note of that. Then look at how can you strengthen your business relationships? How can you strengthen client relationships? And how can you help your clients strengthen their relationships? The fifth key is strategy. Solve big problems with small solutions. Ask yourself, what's the smallest action I can take to turn this around? If one of your goals is weight loss, perhaps the smallest solution you can take right now is to stop using sugar, or maybe it's to just eliminate soft drinks. Don't you agree that one small action will have a positive step towards weight loss? You see, problems are like a grain of sand in your shoe. At first, walking around with a small grain of sand in your shoe is no big deal. But after a while, when you keep walking on that grain of sand, it will start to irritate your foot. So the simple solution is to sit down, shake out your shoe so that grain of sand falls out, and put your shoe back on. A small action that can eliminate a bigger problem. It really takes so little effort to improve your life. And you see, everyone models behavior, whether it's positive or negative or neutral. And you can make a decision on what to model. Let's use being overweight as an example. You can tell yourself you deserve to be miserable and eat yourself to death. Or you can reject that behavior and the guilt because you believe you deserve the best life has to offer. And you can do this by having the best physical, mental, and emotional power within you to live life to its fullest. There's a warrior inside of you craving to come out. And what do warriors do? Warriors do whatever it takes to win. Life problems are patterns. Patterns that you've developed because you either accept a behavior to model or you reject it and recreate a new model based on your unique power within. So remember this, the person with the most certainty is the one who influences. Okay, got your head in the right direction? Here's an exercise for the 2 goals that you wrote down. So write down on a piece of paper, what emotions are you feeling about each of these goals? It could feel exciting or it could feel scary because you've never tried to achieve a goal like this before. Next, write out why. Why do you want to achieve this goal? Why is it so important for you to do this? What does it mean to you personally? Last, write out why you believe you can achieve this goal. Now, this exercise should take about an hour. I don't want you to rush through these questions. I really want you to sit down and reflect and think about this. So find a quiet place and start the exercise. Just remember, the clearer you become, then the possibility achievement is that much greater. The person with the most certainty is the one who influences. Clarity creates certainty. So I want you to write out your 2 goals on an index card, 1 on each, and write down why the goal is important to you and why you believe you can achieve it. For the next 30 days, twice a day, every morning and every night, I want you to look in the mirror, eyeball to eyeball, and recite your goals out loud. Now, I don't want you to be meek about it. I want you to get into it. I want you to state it out loud. I plan to lose 80 pounds because I deserve it. I know I can do it, and I've got the support around me to help. That's just an example. But you have to say your goals with passion, with conviction, with commitment. Okay, if you're ready, watch video number 2, Belief Isn't Enough. And you'll learn this one action that will make all the difference in the world in your goal achievements for this upcoming year. Now you know the drill. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment below and I'll be sure and answer them. If you're new to my YouTube channel, subscribe so you can be a part of this series. And remember, sales is a journey. It's not a quick trip around the block. Thanks for watching, and go to video number 2.